When I started making YouTube content a year ago, I set myself a single goal, which was to hit 50 subscribers in my first year. I didn't expect to hit 200 subscribers in my first year, and also hit over 50,000 views. None of that I thought would ever happen, and I'm really grateful for everyone who came along for the journey. To celebrate my first year on YouTube, I came up with an idea, something that I want to do every year on YouTube. I want to answer a series of questions, the same questions each year, just to see how my thoughts and feelings have changed and find out how the year went. And to help me with those questions, I brought along Kieran.
Hi.
To celebrate the fact that I've been doing this for a year, I'm also going to update how Kieran looks in my future animations, including this one. The reason I want to update Kieran's model is because it's based off of an old picture of Kieran from a few years back, from when you went to a party dressed as Wally or Waldo in America.
Louis Theroux's Where's Wally, yeah.
Yeah. And that joke, when I was smaller, was very funny to me. Because I originally made animation models before I even planned on making YouTube videos. That was meant for people who would get the joke. And I realised that nobody will get the joke, because recently I was talking to one of our streaming friends and they didn't understand why you were Wally. So yeah, that's why I'm updating it. Yeah, Kieran, so what's the first question?
What's your favourite video you've made?
There's loads of videos that I actually really like making. I think one of my personal favourites was probably my Into the Spider-Verse video, because I spent so long making that, and it performed well on the platform, but I was just so happy with how it turned out, because I made it frame for frame, shot for shot, a remake of the What's Up Danger scene, and it took me hours to make. Like, I'd say I at least put about 20 hours into making that video, and it came out pretty much exactly how I wanted it to.
And a lot of battle labs.
Oh god, yeah. I was with our friend Thor for about 2-3 hours in just one session, and then I had to do another 4 or so hours on my own, and then there was like an hour's worth of reshoots on top of that, and then there was, I think, 12 hours of editing. It was a long process, but I'm really glad with how it turned out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What video did better than you expected?
That would definitely be my Peter Parker Evil Dance video that I made in Fortnite, because as of the time of recording, that video is at 29,500 views.
Holy shit! That's a hefty video.
Which is way more than I thought I'd ever get on a video.
Yeah, it's way more than I ever thought you'd get on a video either.
Do you remember the day that we recorded that?
Yeah.
Because
yes, I do.
I remember when we sat down to record that, we made the video, and then, like, it went fine the first time we recorded it, but about a week later I thought to myself, wait, no, I have an idea of something I want to do differently. So we had to call up our friend Felly again and say, hey man, do you mind reshooting this with us? And he was like, yeah, of course, but I have to go to, like, school in a minute or something like that. I can't remember what the issue was, but he had to go do something really urgently, and we had like 15 minutes to shoot it. And the first time we recorded it, it corrupted, like there was glitches all in the replay mode, and then the second time it went wrong again, and eventually on the third time we got it where I was like, that's good enough, boys, honestly, I will take this. And the sigh of relief, because you were tired from work, I was tired from uni, and Felly had to go and do something else, and we were all
broken inside.
We were all just fucking tired. But like the day I made the video, I stayed up till like 5 AM just working through the edit, and it has one of my favorite Easter eggs in that video as well, which is, you know, the newspaper that I put in at the beginning?
I do.
Have you ever sat down and read that?
I have. I promise you I have. But
I'll remind you.
At home, remind me.
The newspaper clipping in the original Spider-Man 3 is about how Eddie Brock got fired. So for mine, I was like, oh, I'll just edit it, put in the Fortnite characters, but the text didn't make any sense now. So I changed it to be Eddie Brock claimed he got a #1 victory royale. He claimed that it went down, and I just edited the entirety of the lyrics of Chug Jug With You to be about Eddie Brock getting fired. And that was the article that I wrote for the newspaper clipping. And the worst part is I made that joke, and I was like, that's a cringe joke, but it's funny to me. And now nearly 30,000 people, hopefully 30,000 by the time this video goes up. But
You're on 29.5.
29.5 thousand people have now seen that cringy joke, and it's the funniest thing to me.
Next question. What video do you think would do better than it did?
Honest to God, the video I thought was going to do better was actually the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse one. Because after I saw the massive success I had with the Peter Parker Rebel Dance, I genuinely thought people love Spider-Man content. What's Up Danger is a flawless scene. I didn't expect it to get the same reception that, the Peter Parker dance did. But I thought it would get a better reception than it did because it hasn't even broken 1K yet.
I agree. I think the What's Up Danger, I know how much effort that took.
Yeah,
And I also know how much effort we spent, obviously, on the Peter Parker one. But the What's Up Danger just blows that one out of the water in how long it took.
Even though the Peter Parker video did do better, all the comments on it, I'm like, yeah, these are nice comments, compliments. On the What's Up Danger video, though, there's a comment that I keep rereading just because of how lovely it was. It was a person who couldn't speak English too well, and they tried their best, and it was a really heartfelt and nice compliment about my
the Greetings from
work ethic.
Mexico one.
Yeah, the Greetings from Mexico one. I've shown you.
Yeah.
I really do love that compliment, though, and it's one that I just hold really dear to my heart. But anytime I'm feeling down, I'll go and I'll read that comment again because it's just such a nice thing. And even though the video didn't do as well as I thought it would, or as well as I wanted it to, that comment alone kind of made it worth it for me because I was like, that was the nicest thing anyone had said about my content that wasn't a friend.
It was really wholesome from memory. I haven't got the video to hand, but I remember that comment.
It just stuck with me.
What's your favourite memory when recording a video?
It actually involved you, Kieran.
Oh, yeah?
It's quite a prolific moment involving you. It was the, hey guys, look up!
Oh. Does it have to be that one? Because I know you're going to now mention this clip and have it in the video. Can I justify it a little bit?
Okay, let me explain what it is first.
Yeah, you explain your side. Yeah.
So, the clip I'm on about is we were playing GTA 5 doing the prison heist. And we were going to do every single heist, but that series idea fell apart because the prison heist went so badly.
It went so wrong.
In the clip that I'm talking about, I was in the middle of the prison yard in a massive gunfight. Me and Harry had been through this mission 5 or 6 times at this point, and we were sick of it. And all of a sudden I just hear a little voice go, hey guys, look up. And I see Kieran flying overhead, followed by a small explosion. And then just the failed screen appears, and me and Harry just lost it. And that is genuinely one of my favourite moments in recording, because at the time, I hated the experience. But in hindsight, I have laughed at that clip more than a lot of clips that we've made.
And I do want to say, first of all, sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
However,
I've forgiven you at this point.
The pause and the don't clip that made it so fucking worth it, because I knew it was getting clipped, and I knew quietly saying don't clip that would be the bit that made it funniest to me.
It genuinely was one of my favourite moments. God, was it heartbreaking at the time, but
yeah,
worth it.
I didn't realise that if you fly over that area, you get instantly blown out. And I also knew that the morale was kind of low at that point because, like you said, we'd been doing it for so long. So I thought doing just a flyby would be funny to boost us up a little bit. I did not realise that it would blow me up, ruining morale even further.
Genuinely, I think that was one of the worst recording sessions we've ever had, purely because everybody was so depressed by the end of it. There was no one who left that session happy.
I think, because a lot of videos we'll record a video and we'll end it and go, alright guys, we'll play for a little bit longer. That one, we ended and we all finished immediately. We all dropped out of the call, we all left, we were all done with the day.
I genuinely don't think I spoke to Adam for a week after that session.
I honestly think we had a better time doing a 24-hour Uno stream.
Oh, honestly, I would have much preferred it, but I'm glad that it happened in hindsight.
Oh, agreed,
wouldn't want to relive it. Never want to relive it.
No, never. Fucking never. However, I'm glad we did it.
I'm glad we did it, yeah.
What was the hardest thing to make this year?
So there's two answers to this. It's obviously the number one's going to be the What's Up Danger video. That was definitely hard to make. But I don't want to talk about that again because I already have. For me, the hardest thing was, I think it was Clip Comp 12. One of my favourite Fortnite clip compilations, probably my favourite one, had a 1 minute long intro where me, you, and Jacob were swinging around the cities, doing our thing, had a little Spider-Verse style comic book drop, all of that. But the hardest part about that video to make, it wasn't the intro, it wasn't the compilation, wasn't getting the music, any of that. All of that stuff I've done thousands of times. The hardest thing to make was the fucking thumbnail.
Really? I thought you were gonna... Oh, wait, hang on. Is the thumbnail the posters?
The thumbnail is the posters.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now, doesn't it? Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the posters, and then you write the thumbnail. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. Because the thumbnail is, I think, 16 or 17 individual comic books that I designed based on all of my friends' main skins. So, like, I put them all up and, like, I don't know, maybe put my friends next to them, I guess, maybe. It's all, like, every single person's main skin, all of them just layered on top of each other to make, like, the effect. Because there's an old Marvel thing that people used to have as their desktops, or, like, as posters. You can buy them in HMV. I've just, like, all the comic books lathered on top of each other. And that's what I wanted to remake, but Fortnite. And I was like, yeah, I can do that, 100%. That shit took me a week. Because I had to get people, find out when they were free, do sessions with them. There were people who couldn't decide which skin they wanted to use. There was people who wanted to do reshoots. I made so many of these fucking comic books. But at the end of the day, I'd say it was definitely worth it, because...
Mine was easy, right?
Yours was easy, yeah. But it was like, at the end of the day, I'm happy with how it went, because all my friends, they loved their comic books. Everybody was happy with it. And it gave one of my favourite thumbnails. Definitely my favourite thumbnail, actually. But yeah, that was 100% hardest thing I've made this year, other than, like, you know, just general videos.
What's something you would have done differently?
I think I would have started making YouTube shorts way sooner. Because for a long time, I didn't want to make any YouTube shorts, because my aim was I wanted to make YouTube videos in the style that I'd seen, like, growing up. So I was making things like clip compilations. I used to love watching them growing up. I wanted to make long form content, like stuff I'd seen Nerdcube do and stuff I'd seen Jacksepticeye do. And in hindsight, I still want to make that content, and I will, but for me it's a case of I also want to make new stuff that I don't want to just feel like I'm copying other people. I never feel like I am, but I also never want to make... I want to make sure that feeling never comes to me, you know?
Yeah. No, I get
you. And the short form content on TikTok and stuff, I had a lot of fun re-adapting my animation style to be vertical. I had a lot of fun, like, making clips. And it's also, the videos that I put in short form just perform really well, and it's just brought me a massive audience from them compared to, like, what I was getting from landscape form content.
What's your favourite collaboration this year?
My favourite collaboration was Clip Comp 14. And the reason for that is that video alone, I brought in, I think, 10 different content creators to help me out making it. Because the intro to that video is a remake of the Chapter 2 Season 1 intro to Fortnite, where they were showing off the new island. And I was like, damn, we didn't get anything like that for Chapter 3. So I sat down and I was like, I'm just going to make it myself. So I brought in you, Loki, and Elf, Pyro. You know, 3 Twitch friends. And we all sat down and we made that video together, where it was us 3 exploring the island. We were taking place of Ripley, Riptide, and, you know, all of the Chapter 2 Season 1 gang.
Fisherman.
Yeah, the Fisherman, Riptide. Is it Riptide? Who fucking knows?
Yeah, it's Riptide. It's
anyway.
the other one as well, there's 2. Anyway.
Yeah, and there's 8 Ball as well. But yeah, it was, we all sat down and we made that video together, and that took us ages. And then also, I needed to get the shot of the interior of the bus from when the music kicks in for the actual compilation, because it's Ruckus starts playing. And I ended up getting about, I think it was 8 people to fill the bus out. And also I put in just an absolute ton of bots to help me fill up the area, because it was just it was a nightmare filming it, but I'm really glad with how it turned out. And that was probably my favourite collaboration, because I just got so many of my friends. There have been people I hadn't spoken to in a while who I reached out to again.
That video part that we made,
Yeah.
were we rushed in that one as well?
No, we weren't rushed in that. That was very chill. Loki was being a dick the entire time. I don't mind calling him out on that.
Of course. No, we'll call him out for that. He was
I'm calling
definitely
Loki out for that, because I remember just, I was trying to get things done, and then all of a
Elfhire
sudden...
also was being a little bit of a dick playing along with Loki, and it was just us two. Us two were being the ones trying to get stuff on track, Will. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's a bad situation when me and you were the ones trying to do serious stuff, but I just remember at one point I was trying to be like, yeah, so this is what I want to do for this scene, and I heard an explosion, and I just turn around and Loki's holding grenades.
Didn't we have to change peers at one point because of that, or was that just we changed peers?
Loki accidentally destroyed one of the sets that we were filming on, and we had to move location and start up elsewhere.
What's your worst experience in content creation?
I think you'll remember this day quite memorably, Kieran, because this was genuinely one of the worst days that I ever had last year.
Was it us playing Uno?
No, it wasn't us playing Uno.
Christ, it's got to be bad to top that.
One of the worst days ever was I went to make my Twitch gear number 3. Twitch gear number 3 was a biking episode. I've still got some clips saved, so I can I have some of it, but not all of it anymore. But
it had to be the one that I won, didn't it?
Yeah. Twitch gear 3 though was... You won the first one, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but I wanted to win the third one as well.
Anyway, but yeah, Twitch gear 3 was going to be a biking episode, but the day I sat down to make it, my laptop stopped working midway through. And I don't know what went wrong with it. And I hit up a bunch of friends who know things about computers, and we all managed to come to the conclusion it must be a hard drive issue. And I was heartbroken. I genuinely thought, this is fucked. I need this laptop for university. I need this laptop for making YouTube content. I just need the laptop, and everybody needs a laptop these days. Took the hard drive out of the laptop casing, and I sent it off to a friend of mine who did everything he could. He works in computer repairs, so if anyone was going to be able to fix it, it'd be him. And he spent a solid week working on my hard drive, just trying his best, and nothing worked. And we lost the footage for that. And the reason that day was so bad for me is it wasn't just a case of we lost the footage for that. We lost the footage for a bunch of Battlefront streams. We lost the footage for another Twitch gear that we filmed, although we did manage to recover that footage, luckily. But there was just so much stuff that we lost.
That one?
Yeah. There was a series that me and Harry were going to run called Barks and Farm, which was going to be a farming simulator series based on Clarkson's Farm, the Amazon Prime series. That was lost. I still have the intro to that somewhere, but yeah, all of that content just gone in overnight, and yeah, that was one of the worst. Luckily, you came to my aid. You actually gave me a laptop so I could continue editing and continue doing my uni work, which was an absolute Hail Mary, but that day was genuinely heartbreaking.
But it's helped you make more short form content.
Yeah.
And we've gone
not to insult your generosity, but your laptop that you lent me wasn't.
It's shit.
Yeah. It wasn't as good as my laptop was.
I did tell you going in, it's not great, but it will do.
But yeah,
the
thing is, it kept my channel going, and it kept my university course going, and
I love your priorities. My channel. And then my university.
I think even my lecturers, I emailed them from my Twitch account.
Oh, that was an accident, though. That was very funny. That was a very funny email to see.
But that's the thing. Without the laptop, I wouldn't be able to do it. But the laptop wasn't as powerful. That's why I haven't made any long-form content in a while. But, at the end of the day, it sucked, but it pushed me to making more YouTube shorts, which in turn gave me more subscribers and things like that. So
we got that meme of the one domino push.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's like
Peter Parker getting 30k views.
Yeah, but that was just it. It was a terrible day, but something good came out of it at least.
How long do you spend making each video?
It varies depending on the video. A clip compilation I can typically make in about 2 or 3 hours. Usually,
obviously not including the getting the clips themselves.
Yeah, not getting the clips themselves. That's just stuff that happens naturally. It depends on the clip clump though, because there was one where I did a Spider-Man special, and the one where me, you, and Jacob were swinging through the city. Those took longer because I had to make the intros. Same with the clip comp 14.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that has an intro, that typically takes... The intro alone will take like an hour and a half. And then on top of that, I have to add in the extra 2 hours to make the clip compilation itself.
I remember you mentioned the Miles Morales one took 20 hours, right?
Yeah, the Miles Morales one, that took 20 hours. That was a fluke, though. Nothing else has ever taken that long. Even stuff that's like 40 minutes long has not taken as long as the Miles Morales video did.
Christ.
A Twitch gear, I'd say, takes me about 10-15 hours. Because I need to... I'll sit there and make the video, but then I need to wait on you and Harry to send me audio clips for, like, studio times. But yeah, so it really depends what sort of video I'm making. Shorts, they take me like 20 minutes, though. So it really depends on the content. Which isn't a helpful answer.
Whoa, how long do you spend? It depends.
How long do you spend? Anywhere between 5 minutes and a day.
Good answer. Next question. What are your goals for next year?
Honestly, I'm not too sure, because I set a simple goal of 50 subscribers and I managed to surpass that. And I honestly think that I can keep the traction up with a little bit of effort. But I'm not really sure where my goal wants to be at the moment. I would like a Fortnite creator code at some point in my life, but that again isn't going to be for a while. Maybe set the sub goal this year for 500 or 1,000. What do you think I'm capable of?
I think you're capable of 1,000, certainly.
1,000? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like 1,000 definitely is something that I can see you making.
That's my goal then. I'm going to hit 1,000 subscribers by April 1st. What's the year again?
2023. Oh
2023.
my god. Well, hey, it sounds really achievable now, doesn't it? Because we don't have the concept of time. That's like, what, 7 years away?
Yeah, you know. It's the pandemic brain. Like, anything that happened after March 2020 is just blur.
Looking at the analytics, what is the percentage of people that are subscribed to your channel that watch these videos?
Oh, fuck, like 6%? I don't fucking know.